Well, hello everyone and welcome back. Glad you could join me again. Today we're going to be looking at some great deals that I found for you guys going on right now at Amazon. That's right, we're going to be looking at the Amazon website, and I have a whole selection of different deals and products that I selected for you guys. That way I can find some good savings for everyone under the sun. I've collected deals on tools, household goods, electronics, automotive, and many more. So hopefully there's something in this video that you can enjoy. But Amazon right now is having their Spring Black Friday sale. Now, I realize they don't call it that, but I'm using that name because that's something that a lot of my viewers are very familiar with, because that's the same name that Harbor Freight uses, or Home Depot, or Lowe's. That's what they call their spring deal season. And that's what Amazon is having right now, but they call it just the big spring deals. That's all they call it. It's Prime Day spring deals. But not to worry, my friends, because I have deals in here for Prime members and for non-Prime members as well. Because the Prime deals will say Prime Spring Deal just like that right there. And that will be for Prime members only. The ones that are for non-Prime members, meaning you don't have to be part of Prime, will just say Big Spring Deal. Either way, I have deals in here for just about everyone, and there's some really good deals in here, up to $600, $700, $800 in savings. So stick around, watch the whole video. There's bound to be something in here you're going to like and you can save some big money on. Anyway, so we're going to be going through this, and like I said, I have a bunch of great deals, like 25, 30 great deals that I've collected for you guys, and they're all available right now, and these prices are all in effect from right now when you watch this video all the way until the end of the month, because until the 31st, that's when Amazon is holding on to all these prices that you're watching in this video. So you got plenty of time to take advantage of all these deals. And what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you how to get to all these deals very, very easily. Now, sometimes people ask me to put links in the description, but, I've thought about doing it, but there's two problems with that. The problem is YouTube doesn't like outbound links. One or two they'll tolerate. When you put like 20 or 30 links in the description, they kind of get a little bit mad, and then the video doesn't get any views because of it. They start ghosting the video, so I try to stay away from that if I can. What I do for you guys instead is I'll give you the ASIN number, which is just as effective and very, very easy to do. The ASIN number you see right here, this is the ASIN number for this product right here. And all you do is I put that ASIN number in the description down below. So it's in a text file. All you do is copy it over, put it into the search bar at Amazon, click the return button, and that'll take you straight to the deal that we're looking at right there without any links to worry about, because Amazon will make some of these links super long with all sorts of garbage characters that they use for their own internal tracking. The problem with that is that YouTube may break it because they're too long. So therefore you watch the video and then you can't even go to the deals that I'm showing you because the links might be broken. So this way, it's a simple, short, sweet, little few characters that you have to copy into the search bar, and you're guaranteed to get there every single time, regardless of whether YouTube decides to block the video or if they decide to break the links. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You know exactly how to get there. So copy the ASIN number, just a few characters, you can handle that. And that'll get you there super easy, barely an inconvenience. All right then, so now that you know how all this works, follow along with me, open up another window, another tab if you like, and that way you can follow along and go search for any of these deals that you find in this video if there's something in here that you like. And we're going to start off, first of all, by looking at a thermal camera. Now this is the Finder S2 thermal camera for Android, 256 by 192 IR resolution, thermal imaging camera with live super resolution, thermal imager for Android phones and tablets and carrying cases, USB-C. Now it says it doesn't work with iPhone 15 or 16 because they probably have the old style iPhone connector. But the newer iPhones that have the USB-C, it should work with that just fine. So this is a very useful little device for finding all sorts of problems around your house, whether you're looking for water leaks or electrical shorts and problems like that, whether you're looking for heat loss through your windows or your doors and stuff like that, drafts, where they're getting in, etc. It's very, very useful for that, as you see in the image right there. Anything that has a heat signature, you'll be able to tell where the heat is and where the cool spots are, and you can tell what's going on if you have air escaping, air coming in, water leaking, shorts behind the wall, anything going on like that. Really, really useful for that. Now, the good thing about this one that I like is that two things. The price is really good. Second of all, this company gives you a feature that I tested another camera from a different manufacturer a while back, and I didn't care for that one too much because you had to always hold the phone in this position, because this little camera basically turns your phone or tablet into a thermal imager. So if you got to hold the phone like that, sometimes it might be a little bit awkward. So that's why I don't like the one that I got previously. Now this company has made an improvement. As you can see, you can turn your phone sideways. I can't do that with the other one that I have from a different company. So this one I think is really good if you want to turn your phone into a thermal imager, because you can rotate your phone and it rotates the image. I can't do that on mine. So this is a really good camera right here, a really good product. If it's something you guys are interested, let me know. I can always make a review on this one and show you the benefit of this one versus the other one that I got a little while back. Now, if you want to know anything about this company, I can tell you I just did a review of a different camera from them, and it's on my channel page right now. I did a review of a regular thermal camera, self-contained, and it looks and feels just like a laser thermometer. That's the best way I can explain it. It's on my channel page. If you don't want to have something that you put onto your phone and you want to have one that is handheld just like a laser thermometer, go check that review out, and that'll tell you everything about that one and about HSF tools, so that way you can get informed. But right now, this guy is having a really good discount. I mean, $199, $200 for this guy right now. Normally $250, that's 20% off, but that's a $50 difference. That is a real good savings if this is something that you're interested in. So there you go. Check that one out if it's something you're interested in. Now, how about something else that you might enjoy? Here you go with the Light Me Cozy Fit G1 Open Earbuds with active noise reduction. 4 microphones for clear call, 5G lightweight, ultra comfort, snug fit, deep bass, 30 hours of play. That's pretty long. Water resistant wireless headphones for everyday use. Now, I can tell you these guys from personal experience, they're really good. But anyway, right now, you're looking at these guys $53.99, $54. They're 33% off right now. Normally, it's $80. So that's almost $30 you're saving right there. That is a really good savings. And I can tell you, these guys are really good. I got them for my daughter just a few days ago, and they already came in. I've already tested them. She's already using them, and she loves them. And I'll tell you, my daughter is a really picky person. I have got her earbuds before because she's bugging me to get her this stuff all the time. I got her some earbuds a while back, and she would complain that they're too heavy or they don't fit right or they're pinch her ears or whatever the case may be. So she didn't like the ones I got before. These she actually did like, and I actually tested them myself, and they're really good. I tell you, they have really good sound, really lightweight. You put them on, you don't even feel them. You don't even know that you're wearing them. It's that comfortable. You practically forget they even exist. So I'll put some pictures up on the screen right now so you can take a look at them. That I did get these a while back. I've been using it for a while. My daughter's been using it for a while, and she actually enjoys it, which goes to say a lot right there. Because my daughter's kind of like that old Mikey commercial. Remember, he doesn't like anything. And my daughter's the kind of person that when you put food on the plate, the food cannot be touching each other. That's the kind of person that she is. So she's very particular about all sorts of stuff. So I can tell you, these are really good earphones for a good savings. There you go. Check that out. And how about a laser level? If you like to do all sorts of different projects around the house, whether it's carpentry or remodeling a room or building fences or whatever you like to do, a laser level is a necessary item these days. In the old days where you used to take measurements, pull out a tape measure, draw a string, all that kind of stuff, come on, that never gave you a really accurate description of what you needed to do. It never really let you see in a 3D dimension what was going on. With a laser level, everybody is getting so familiar and so comfortable with these things. They're really, really practical. I see people using them on YouTube videos all the time, and they love it. And it's a one-time deal. You spend the money on it one time, and you're going to use it over and over again. It pays for itself. But here you go with the high visibility laser outdoor heavy duty 3D laser level, 360 self-leveling up to 197 foot long range, 110 milliwatt diode for construction, tiling, framing, 12 green laser beams. Not a bad little guy. I've reviewed products from Dovo before. They're very good products. If you're looking for a good laser level, this is a good one to look into. And that tells you everything right there about the double shockproof, all that kind of stuff. Very easy to put on a tripod or something like that. Set it up anywhere you want to go. And it comes with several different mounts and so forth. So that way it's easy to adjust it anywhere you want to go. And that way you can mount it up, like I said, for fencing, for tiling, for drywalling, for plastering, whatever you want to do. It certainly gives you a nice, clean, straight line that you can follow. So this guy right now has a really good savings. You're looking at $210 right now, normally $280. So that's $70 you saved. That's 25% off. This is a lot cheaper than getting it at Home Depot, Lowe's, anything like that. So check that one out. And how about something else a little different here? Now, this one and the next one after this are two guys from the same company that I also got recently. Not too bad. I'll put up a picture so you can see that as well. They're very convenient little guys, because if you do any work on your automobile, or if you work up in the attic or under the crawl space or any of that kind of stuff, you know that dark areas will really suck up the light where you can't see what the heck you're doing no matter what you're doing. Automotive is really the worst. It seems like no matter what light you put in there, it's like a giant black hole that sucks up all the lighting. And I had some lights like these before where it was basically a band that went all the way across. And I have found that, even though it gives you light, it just never seems to be really enough. So I found these little guys with a spotlight right in the middle, and you can tilt it 90 degrees. So you can have the band lighting up everything around you and have the spotlight right on what you're trying to work on. And it's very, very convenient. For me, when I do automotive work, it comes in really handy. And you can turn it on and off with just a wave of the hand. You don't even have to find the switch, which is one of the things I found uncomfortable with the ones I have right now. I would wear it out because I would forget to turn it off, or I would have trouble finding the switch when it's on your head or something. Really inconvenient. But this guy, all you got to do is wave your hand and you turn it on and off. And you can switch between the lights. It has different lighting modes. You have the red light, the green light, all that kind of stuff. It fits on a hat. Very, very convenient. You see right there all the different light modes that you have. So personally, I use it for working on my cars, but if you want to use it for, camping, going outdoors, hiking, biking, all that kind of stuff, it even has a light on the back, so it lets other people know when they're coming up on you that you're there. So very convenient and very economical. I mean, you're looking right now at $21, normally $26. So that's about $5-6 you save. That's 19% off right now. Not too bad for the EcoFlow headlamp flashlight, a 2-pack. So you get 2 of these guys. Let me go right there. There you go. You get a 2-pack, so you get 2 rechargeable LED headlamps, 1200 lumens, 2 cobs, 260-degree wide beam headlight with motion sensor, bright 18 modes, lightweight, waterproof, headlamp for running, camping, hiking, etc. Everything I just described. Whether running, hiking, camping, automotive work, working in the attic, under a crawl space, anything you need at all, great source of lighting right there. So then that's this guy, the 2-pack right there. The other guy is this guy right here, a Beanie. Sometimes it gets a little bit cold and miserable. You have some cold weather. You want to keep your head nice and warm. There you go. The same thing, the same light with a beanie on top of it. And it has the same features as the other one with the tilting spotlight right in the middle and the hand motion, all that kind of stuff. The EcoFlow rechargeable headlamp beanie, 1200 lumens bright beanie with light, 260-degree wide beam, unisex hat, headlamp, 14 light modes, motion sensor hat with red and green light, 5-ounce lightweight for women and men. Yeah, 5 ounces is nothing. You don't even feel that you're wearing this thing. It is really that lightweight. And the best part is, like I said right there, you have the red and the green lighting. You can use it for anything that you want, change the light mode to whatever you need. You can see the graphic right there, all the different light modes and stuff like that. Use it for hiking, camping, working on your cars, all sorts of stuff. And it is washable. It only sticks on there with Velcro, so you can take the light off anytime you like. If you want to use the beanie by itself, you can feel free to do that, and you don't have to have the light on it all the time. But when you want to put a light on it and you want to use them both together, very convenient to do that. But you probably do want to wash the beanie every so often. So there you go, very convenient. This guy right now is only $18, even cheaper than the other one. Normally $25. So that's like $7-8 you save. That's 28% off. Not a bad little savings on this guy if you're looking for a headlamp and a beanie all in one. Now, how about some tools to do some work around the house, work on your vehicles and so forth? Well, here you go with the Craftsman mechanic tool set, 256-piece hand tool and socket set with 2 drawers and toolbox. There you go, everything in there. If you like Craftsman tools and you want to have all sorts of tools available, that's very convenient because it brings a nice convenient storage case. Anybody can use this guy. You don't have to have all sorts of big fancy toolboxes to keep this in. It comes with a nice convenient storage case. so you can keep it all stored away when you're not using it. Very convenient right there. There you go. That shows you the 2-drawer design, nicely organized, and it's only $100 right now. Normally $169, so that's like $70 you save. That's 41% off. And you see, this is the big spring deal. So in other words, everybody could take advantage of this. You don't have to be a Prime member to take advantage of this one. Anyone can get this savings and take advantage of getting some good tools at good prices. And how about a scanner? Now, this is one that I did a review on a few weeks ago, and it's on my channel page if you're curious. This is a really good little scanner. If you want to know exactly how it performs, go watch my video. Then you'll know exactly how it performs, and you can take advantage of the savings right now if you want yourself a good, convenient, economical little scanner. This guy is really good. I was really impressed. It runs on the Linux system. It doesn't run on Android like all the other ones. Very snappy, very quick. It does a really good scan of your vehicle really quick. Very compact, lightweight. It's like a little tablet. So it's very, very convenient. And this is what I tell you guys that watch my Harbor Freight videos all the time. That's why I tell you I don't like the Zurich scanners that Harbor Freight has, because look at this guy. And if you've seen my video, you know what I'm talking about, but this is a little reminder for you. This guy has 4 system diagnoses, 15 special functions. It works with FCA and GM vehicles because they have special connectors for them. It works with just about everybody. It does everything that you need, and it's only $150 right now. So if you were wondering when is a good time to get it, this is probably the best time to get it right there. You see right there, 15 essential maintenance functions. Most of the scanners from Harbor Freight don't have this, and they cost a lot more. So this guy is very, very convenient, and it's only $150. Normally $200, so that's 25% off. So this is the Xtool D5S OBD2 code scanner, 2025 code reader for cars and trucks with 15 reset functions, crank sensor relearn, FCA AutoAuth, CAN FD for GM vehicles, ABS, SRS, transmission, car tool diagnostic, etc. It will scan 4 systems, your motor, your transmission, your ABS, and SRS, which are the airbags. Those are the 4 most common systems most people are going to want to scan. So this little guy does a lot for only $150. I was very pleased with it when I got it. And it has the 25% discount, and it also has another 10% discount code right there, a promo code that you can add when you log in. So take advantage of that. Everyone can save on this deal right there. So let's move on to a plasma cutter. Here we have the plasma cutter Pilot Arc Air Sensor Technology 110 220 volt, the BTC 500DP 10th generation, 50 amps screen display digital plasma cutting machine from Best Arc. Now, I don't have a plasma cutter from Best Arc, but I do have a welder from Best Arc, and I did a review on that last year, I think it was, and I thought it was a really nice little machine. It does a really good job. If their plasma cutter is anything like their welder, I think it's a really good one to take a look at. And it's only $200, which is really quite economical when you compare it to the Vulcan or the Titaniums at Harbor Freight or any of the other ones out there as well. But here you go right now, the big spring deal. Anybody could take advantage of it. This guy is only $202.15. Normally $300. So that's about $100 you save right there. That's about 33% off. So not a bad little guy if you want to do some plasma cutting and stuff like that, all sorts of welding projects and all that. Best Arc is a convenient little tool to look into. As you see right there, it is fairly compact. So check out that one if you're interested in that. And here's another one that I reviewed, I think, last year. Very convenient. Summer's right around the corner. I know a lot of people like to do overlanding and stuff like I do. So having a convenient little fridge to carry along with you, carry your food, keep it nice and cool, is a really great way to go. This guy is a 12-volt refrigerator. You plug it into your vehicle's 12-volt system, and it'll keep your food and drinks nice and cool while you're traveling anywhere. Great for tailgating and all that kind of stuff, all sorts of stuff. You can use your imagination, and you can come up with a lot of different ideas for it. Comes in a multitude of different colors. The Bouge RV 12-volt refrigerator, 12-volt hard fridge, 23 quarts, portable freezer, compressor cooler, 12 and 24 volt DC, 110 and 240 volt also. It does also plug into a room somewhere if you're at a hotel or something like that, or even at home. Let's say you have a power outage or something like that. Well, you're probably wondering, well, how does it work with a power outage? Well, the convenient thing is that this will not draw as much power as your big refrigerator will. So you can plug this guy into a little battery backup system, and keep your food from spoiling until the power comes back up. You may not have a battery bank that can power your full, big, gigantic refrigerator, but this little guy is a lot easier to power, and you can pack a lot of your meats and veggies and stuff like that in there so it doesn't spoil and you don't lose hundreds of dollars during a big power outage. And we know those happen all the time, so this is a good little backup refrigerator for when something like that happens. Battery banks, battery backup are also a very convenient thing to have, and we have some of those to look at in a moment. But this little guy is very convenient for tailgating, traveling, your SUV, your truck, all that kind of stuff. You see right there, it keeps your food nice and cool, and you can have all sorts of stuff in there, 15-minute cool down. And I did test that in the review, and you can go check out that video. It's on my channel page if you like, and I'll put a link up in the corner. That way you can check that out. Very convenient, very compact, easy to take it with you anywhere, doesn't weigh that much at all. So right now you can get this guy for $160, normally $190. So that's about $30 you save, or about 16% off. Very convenient little cooler, great for going on trips and stuff like that. And how about if you want to do some yard work? Well, here you go with the Greenworks 48 volt 2x24 volt, 21-inch brushless mower, plus a 12-inch string trimmer and 320 CFM blower, 2 5-amp-hour batteries, and 4-amp dual-port charger. So there you go. If you want to go electric, you want to get away from all the gas and oil and stuff like that, and you want to be able to take care of your yard, here you go from Greenworks. You can take advantage of getting this lawnmower, string trimmer, and blower, and it comes with 2 batteries, charger, everything right there. And that way you don't have to worry about gas and oil or any of that stuff anymore. And it comes with a 3-year tool and battery warranty. Not too bad from Greenworks. Nice little company. We all know about that. Everybody's heard of Greenworks. They've been around for a long time. That way you can take care of doing all your stuff and going with green energy. It's nice and green already. There you go. So this guy right now is $400. Normally $610. So that's a couple $100 you saved. That's 34% off. Good savings on an entire combo kit that'll take care of everything in your yard. And here we go, talking about battery backups. Here you go with the EcoFlow Portable Power Station Delta 2 Max 2400 watt LFP solar generator, full charge in 1 hour. 2048 watt-hour solar power generator for home backup. Solar panels are optional. This is a good little system to have on hand for power outages, or if you want to do off-grid living, any of that kind of stuff. Very convenient. EcoFlow, everybody knows about that. I get questions about it all the time. This little guy, there you go, 2400 watt. That is enough to power all sorts of stuff like you see right there. A portable little heater, the portable little fridge we were talking about a little while ago. It may not power your household refrigerator. It may or may not. Depends on the refrigerator, depends on the wattage of what you get. But a portable fridge, it certainly will power up. A mini fridge, it certainly will power up. And that's why it's good to have these guys on hand, because you never know what's going to happen. And if you have something extra like a mini fridge or a portable cooler, this guy will keep your food preserved, so that way when eventually the power comes back, you know you don't lose hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on how much food you have stored in your fridge. Some of the little things you can let go. You don't care. I mean, the drinks, if they get warm, you don't care. Eventually they'll cool back off again. But the meats and vegetables and cheeses and ice creams and all that, you don't want that stuff to go bad, because there's no coming back on those items. So there you go. This guy right now is $949. Normally $1,900. That's like a $950 savings right there. That's 50% off. That is a real good savings on that guy right now. So there you go. If you were looking at one of these guys, now is the time to save money on it. You don't want EcoFlow? Here's a different option for you. The DJI Power 1000 portable power station, 1024 watt lithium ferrous phosphate battery, 2200 watt, 2600 watt peak, AC 140 watt USB-C output, 23 decibels, ultra silent solar generator for home backup, camping. Solar panels are optional. Of course, you always got to buy it separately. I mean, they do have some kits, but I'm not looking at the kit right now. Sometimes you can get it separately, or you can get it in a kit where they all come together. But here you have a different option if you're looking at something a little different. This guy right now is $419, normally $1,000, so that's $600 you save. That's 58% off. That's almost 60%. That is a really good savings. And you know, these guys, like I said before, they're very convenient for power outages, but you can take them with you anywhere you want to go. And you can power them up from your vehicle, or you can power it up from your household current. So it's good to keep them topped off all the time. That way, you don't let the batteries get damaged, because you know these lithium-ion batteries, you got to recharge them every so often or they may sustain damage if you let it go down too far. But you can always pop it in your vehicle even if you don't have any power, and your vehicle will keep it powered off. And if you have electric vehicles like the Ford Lightning or the Teslas or any of those kind of things, they generally have power connectors where they can power these guys up for you. So that's another option for you right there. Even in a power outage situation, you have some backup to keep you going. So there you go. That's a really good savings on that guy right now. And how about if you need a printer? Well, here you go with the HP Color LaserJet Pro 3201DW wireless color laser printer, office printer, duplex, best for office, home use, etc. Now, if you need a printer, here you go with a laser printer, a color laser printer from HP, which we all know it's a good brand. I mean, they've been producing computers and laser printers and all that kind of stuff, just printers in general. Remember from the old days, the old daisy wheel, the dot matrix, all that? HP's been doing that forever. So you can get this guy right now and get a nice fancy printer for $259. That's $260, let's call it. Normally $340, so that's 24% off. That is a good savings right there if you want to get a printer for your home. And how about this guy right here? Now, this guy is another one that I just did a review on about a month or so ago, but everybody in my family keeps grabbing it. You would be surprised how popular these little guys can be. I have this WolfBox that I did a review on, and my daughter grabbed it because she said she wanted to clean her computer, and now I can't get it back. She's using it for all sorts of stuff. So here you go with the WolfBox MF100 electric air duster, 150,000 RPM, super power cordless air duster, rechargeable, brushless motor, durable blower, 3-gear adjustable dust blower for computer, keyboard, outdoors, household, car, etc. And it does have a lot of uses. You know, I'm going to get another one of these guys because they're convenient to have even in your shop. Because up until now, I've been using a portable blower for cleaning off my bench and all sorts of stuff, cleaning off equipment and all that. But, you know, I thought that was small enough. Now I find these guys are just as strong and even smaller, handheld, where the other ones you needed like 2 hands to hold it and orient it and point it in the right direction. These guys are even more convenient. So it's really, really convenient. And like I said, I got one, my daughter grabbed it, I can't get it back. I grabbed another one, my wife is using it for I don't even know what, but she's got it now. It has a convenient little vacuum to it and everything, so she finds it easy to vacuum up all sorts of stuff all over the house, in her car, whatever. I think I'm going to get a little third one, try to get a compact one and keep it hidden so nobody can take it from me. My goodness, all these things I get, they wind up developing legs and walking away, believe it or not. But like I said, I did a review on this guy. If you're curious how this guy performs, go watch my video. I'll put up a link in the corner if you want to watch that guy. Really convenient, and it's a popular video. It's up to almost 10,000 views already, and that was only about a month or so ago I did it, so it's very popular. Seems to be a nice little machine. I can tell you, it was nice when I had it. Now somebody else has it, but $63 for this guy right now, normally $140, so that's a good savings right there. 55% you can save yourself. So if you thought this guy was too expensive when I did the review, you can get it even cheaper right now, so check that out. Check out the video and then you'll know how this guy performs. And how about if you need some storage? Here you go with the Rubbermaid Extra Large Resin Outdoor Storage Shed with floor, 7 foot by 10 foot. Weather-resistant brown organization for home, lawn, mower, backyard equipment, bike storage, pool supplies, etc. Not a bad little shed. If you don't want to build your own, you don't have the wherewithal, you don't have the tools, how about just getting a portable little shed that comes already pre-cut, ready to assemble, everything. It's all plastic, durable, no painting, nothing to hassle with. This guy right now is $1,159, normally $1,700, so that's almost a $200 savings right there. That's 32% off. Not a bad little shed. There you go. Tells you all the features. 50% stronger walls. It's plastic. You know it'll hold up to everything. And there's no painting or any of that required. There you go. Tells you all the dimensions and stuff like that. Not too bad. Comes in handy. It's really funny how they put a lock on it. It is a resin door. You don't have to worry about the lock. You just break the doors. You know, I mean, nobody's going to keep anything super important in there. It's not Fort Knox. You're not going to keep your precious stuff in there. You're just going to keep ladders and lawnmowers and stuff like that. So a padlock, it's a little bit silly on something like this. It's not made out of wood. It's not made out of steel, it's made out of resin. So, something kind of not something to worry about there. But $11.59 if you want to check this guy out right now. It is a big spring deal, so everybody can take advantage of that. And how about some electronics? How about if you want the Samsung Galaxy S25 cell phone, 128 gigabytes AI smartphone, unlocked Android, AI camera, fast processor, pro scalar display, long battery life, 2025 US 1-year manufacturer warranty in silver shadow, and it comes in like 5 or 6 different other colors. But right now you can get this guy for $700, normally $800, so that's $100 you save right there, 13% off. If you're looking for another phone and you like the Samsung Galaxy, well, now it's a good time to save yourself $100 right now on this guy. So there you go. And how about if you like a Pixel instead? Well, here you go. Here's a different one. The Google Pixel 9 Pro, unlocked Android smartphone with Gemini, triple rear cameras. There you go, triple camera. 24-hour battery, 6.3-inch Super Actua display, porcelain color, 512 gigabytes. And it does come in multiple different colors. Right now, this guy is $919, normally $12.19. So that's about $300 you save, 25% off. That is a good savings right there. If you like a Google phone, there you go. You can save yourself some money. So whether you like a Samsung or a Google, you got a choice right there. And how about a laptop? Here you go with the Microsoft Surface Laptop 2024, Windows 11 Copilot Plus PC, 15-inch touchscreen display, Snapdragon X Elite 12-core, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD storage in platinum, and it does come in a couple of other different colors. You can get this guy right now for $1180, normally $1,700. So that's like $520, something like that. That is a massive savings. That's 31% off. And these Surface laptops are really good. I have one of these guys. It's a different model, obviously, but I do have a Surface laptop. And it is very convenient, very lightweight, very compact. Take it with you anywhere you want to go. And I mean, it runs pretty much everything you need. It is a laptop. It's not a gaming laptop. It's not for that. It's meant for doing all sorts of office work and stuff like that. Video editing, photo editing, all that kind of stuff. It does a good job. It's quick enough for all that. And I mean, it's not cheap, but it is a lot cheaper than the normal price. I mean, $500 off. That is a pretty good savings. So check that out. But what if you want a little cheaper laptop? Here you go with the Lenovo V15 business laptop. Intel 4-core processor, Intel UHD graphics, 15.6 FHD, 1920 by 1080p, 32 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, Ethernet, military durability, Windows 11 Pro. There you go. $360 right now, normally $460. That's $100 you save right there. So if you like Lenovo computers, you want yourself a little laptop to carry around for office work, stuff like that, very nice little laptop right there. I do have a Lenovo Tower computer, and it's worked out for me quite well for many, many years. So they are good enough, durable computers, and rather inexpensive. So there you go. If you want a Lenovo, check that one out. And how about a different battery backup? Here you go with the Jackery. I know a lot of you guys like Jackery because they sell them at Harbor Freight. So I know a lot of you guys like to shop there. Here you go if you're looking for the Jackery Explorer 1000 V2 portable power station, 1070 watt-hours lithium ferrous phosphate battery, 1500 watt AC, 1000 watt USB-C output, 1 hour fast charger, solar generator for camping, emergency RV, off-grid living, solar panels optional as always. Well, there you go. You can get yourself this Jackery right now for $449. Normally $800, so that's about $350 approximately, something like that. That's not too bad. If you want a Jackery for, like I said, going outdoors, camping, exploring, doing all sorts of stuff, or emergency, off-grid living, all that kind of stuff, and they say it's durable. I wouldn't go throwing it around, honestly, but they say it is durable. So I guess it'll survive an earthquake or something, right? If you're looking for a Jackery backup system, there you go, $450 right now. And how about if you need some coffee to settle down once you take care of all the emergencies and all the stuff that's going on? You want yourself a nice little cup of coffee. The Keurig K Elite Single Serve K-Cup Pod Coffee Maker with strength and temperature control. Make it as strong or as weak as you like. Iced coffee capability, 8 to 12 ounces, brew size, programmable brush slate color. Not bad, and I think it comes in a couple of other colors as well. But there you go, you can make yourself a couple of different sizes. Put in a big mug there if you like, and fill it up for taking your coffee on the road. And on-demand hot water, if you want it for cereal, oats, any of that kind of stuff, tea, whatever you want to make, you can make it with this guy. $100 for this guy right now, normally $190, so that's $90 you save. That's 47% off. If you want a coffee maker, you like a Keurig? There you go, save yourself. It's almost half price right now. And how about another Greenworks lawnmower? If you didn't want the other one, too expensive for you, too many things, you don't need them all, you just want a lawnmower by itself, here you go with the Greenworks 40 volts, 16-inch cordless push lawnmower, 75 plus compatible tools, 4 amp hour battery and charger included. So here you go, you got the lawnmower, the battery, the charger, everything included, ready to go. Start cutting your grass. Don't have to worry about a blower, weed whacker, and it's only 38 pounds, so it's fairly lightweight. There's no big motor. And guaranteed start, of course. It's an electric motor. It doesn't start, it just runs. Electric motors don't start, they just run. Either run or don't run. Not like a gas-powered motor where you actually have to start it up. But there you go. For people that don't know how that works, that's why they put that in there. Another sales gimmick. But there you go, $210 for this guy right now. Normally $300, so that's like $90 you save. That's 30% off right now. All right, guys, that's all the great big Spring Black Friday sale deals going on right now at Amazon. And there's plenty more if you want to go check that out at Amazon. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you can save some money at Amazon right now on these Prime Day deals. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.